Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Today we have a special video in hand today. As you can see, I have papers in my hand or notes in my hand, which can only mean one thing. We're going to be ranking the horror years from 1990 through 1999. I wrote these notes down about like a couple days ago, so I'll be able to do this video. It's all different movies that came out through 1990 to 1999. So we're going to figure out which one was the best time period or best year for horror that we have throughout that time period. So it's going to be a long one. So get your snacks, get your popcorn. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get straight into this list. Our first horror year, guys, are going to be ranking. We have 1997. Now, 1997 wasn't the best year for horror, you guys, but I still wrote down 5 movies that seem a little more interesting to me. For example, we have Alien Resurrection, we have Event Horizon, we have Scream 2, and we have Wishmaster and Anaconda. Obviously, these 5 movies, it was hard to find interesting ones that really stand out to me. The only ones that stand out to me for 1997 for horror will be Scream 2 and Alien Resurrection. I feel like those were the 2 movies that really stand out and really could be iconic for that particular year. So for our next horror year, guys, that we're going to be ranking, we have 1995. And 1995 has some iconic horror movies. Some of you guys might have heard of or already seen. We have Curse of Michael Myers. We have Outbreak. We have Candyman. We have Children of the Corn. We have Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We have Leprechaun. We have Cruel Jaws. We have The Girl with the Hungry Eyes. Obviously, I feel like this particular year is way better than 1997, only because we had Curse of Michael Myers, we had Candyman, we had Children of the Corn, we had Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we had Cruel Jaws. We had so many more iconic movies for that particular year. And I feel like it really makes that year stand out, and it really puts that year in a good spot. And I feel pretty good about where I put that in my ranking. So for our next horror ranking on the list, guys, we have 1994. Now, 1994 had some pretty good movies in it. We have Interview with the Vampire. We have Wes Craven's New Nightmare. We have Leprechaun 2. We have Phantasm 3. Never seen that one, but I heard it was a good movie. We have Pumpkinhead 2. Again, never seen that one either, but I heard it was a good movie. We have Puppet Master 5, which you're going to hear a lot of Puppet Master 5s throughout this year, guys, so just a heads up. And that was pretty much all the 6 movies I could find for 1994. Now, 1994 obviously had iconic movies just as the last year did, because we had Wes Craven's New Nightmare, we had Interview with the Vampire, we had Pumpkinhead 2. So obviously this year obviously was pretty iconic for me. And again, I feel pretty good about this one as well, where I put that on my ranking. It could have been a better year for horror, but we had Wes Craven's New Nightmare, so I guess it wasn't too bad, right? So for our next horror year, guys, that we're also going to be ranking is 1999. Now, 1999, I had to really think about this one, guys, because this one was obviously had some good movies, some iconic movies in it, and I almost put it to my first place. I was very, very close to putting 1999 to be my first place. I was very, very close, but you know, I had to be different. I had to do something different. But for 1999, we had the Blair Witch Project. We have The Sixth Sense. Never seen that one. We had House of the Haunted Hill. Heard that was a good movie. Never seen it. We have Audition. We have The Mummy. Seen that one. Good movie. We have The Sleepy Hollow. We have The Hunting. And then we have Carrie 2 The Rage. And I'm a huge Carrie fan, but never seen the second one. But it's on the list. 1999 obviously has some good movies that I will admit. I think the movies that stand out for 1999 will probably be just Blair Witch and The Mummy and The Hunting and probably Carrie 2 and probably The Hunted on the Hill, because I heard it was a popular movie. 1999 obviously had more horror movies. It gave us more horror. It gave us Blair Witch. It gave us so many different like movies like that, but I feel like I feel pretty good where I ranked it on my list, like I keep saying for the last few ones. So yeah. For our next on the list, guys, we have 1992. So 1992 obviously gave us a lot of horror movies as well. Some of them I've seen, some of them I haven't, but I'm going to just do what I did to the other list, go through these movies. So for 1992, we had Alien 3. We had Candyman. We had Hellraiser Hell on Earth. We had Death Becomes Her. We had Buffy the Vampire Slayer, another good one. We had Children of the Corn 2, a lot of Children of the Corns. We had Pet Sematary 2. We had Prom Night 4. Now, 1992 obviously had iconic movies as well. I will say it was not the best year in my personal opinion, only because I know that I wish we could have had a little more horror movies. But 1992, I feel like it was okay. I feel like I feel pretty good about where I placed it on the list. I felt like, yes, we had Candyman, yes, we had Alien 3, yes, we had Hellraiser, but in my opinion, it still could have been just a little bit better. Next horror year, guys, on the list we're going to be ranking, we have 1993. Now, 1993, we had a lot of different movies. Some I've seen, some I haven't. We had Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. We had Leprechaun. We had Return of the Living Dead 3. We had Puppet Master 4. We had Body Bags. And then we had Witchboard 2. Only ones I haven't seen for this list, guys. I've seen all the Jasons, but we had pretty much iconic movies from 1993. I would say that it wasn't a pretty bad year. It wasn't a good year either for horror, but it was interesting. I'll say that. For our next horror year, guys, we're going to be ranking. We have 1991, which is out of fourth place. We had for 1991 the horror movies that we had was Silent of the Lambs. We had The People Under the Stairs. We had Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare. We had Child's Play 3, another iconic franchise. We had The Omen 4, and then we had Puppet Master 3. Now, these are iconic movies that really stand out to me. I was able to find like 6 of them were interesting. We have a lot of Puppet Masters because I heard me say that a lot in this video. Child's Play 3 is iconic. Freddy's Dead Nightmare is iconic. People on the Stairs heard it was also iconic. So we had a lot of iconic movies for 1991, which I am not really too surprised on. Again, I placed it at fourth place because horror kept getting better as the years kept going and going and going and going and going. For our next horror you guys are going to be ranking, we have 1996. Now, 1996 is probably my personal favorite year, and I placed that at a third place because in 1996 we had Scream, we had The Craft, we've had From Dusk Until Dawn, we've had The Frighteners, sorry for pronouncing that right. We had The Children of the Corn 4. We've had Hellraiser 4, Bloodline. And then we had Leprechaun 4 in Space. Again, a lot of sequels that I named in this video. A lot of sequels. Obviously, 1996 probably was also iconic, I would say. We had decent movies. I mean, we had Scream, we had The Craft, we had From Dusk Until Dawn. We had Children of the Corn. I heard that was a popular franchise. And again, we had Hellraiser 4 Bloodline. So I feel like that wasn't too bad of a year. So for our next one on the list, you guys, we have 1990, which I put at second place. Now, this is where I had a problem with, which you will see why if you stick around for this video. We had Child's Play 2. We had The Exorcist 3. We've had Night of the Living Dead. We had Stephen King's It, another good franchise I like. We had Psycho 4, so many Psychos. We had Slumber Party Massacre 3. 1990, I would say, wasn't too bad of a year. I felt like it was iconic, and it was a pretty decent year. I mean, we had Stephen King It, like who doesn't like It? We had Child's Play 2, who doesn't like Child's Play 2? We had Exorcist 3. So we have pretty good, decent movies for 1990 that I would say that made it felt like a comfortable and a good year for horror. So for our final year, you guys, the one that took first place, the one that was better than all the years of horror that we've gotten, in my personal opinion, the one that I had to, again, put at first place and really had to think it through, but it made it to first place, is 1998. For 1998, we had iconic horror movies like The Bride of Chucky. We've had Blade. We had The Falsity. We've had Halloween H2O, another popular franchise I like. We have Ring. We had Disturbing Behavior. We had I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. We had The Last Broadcast. Obviously, these movies are iconic, like all these movies are iconic. But I had to put 1998 at first place only because I saw Blade, I saw Chucky, I saw Halloween H2O, and I really had to think that these are iconic movies. These are movies that this is when horror really started to get towards the 2000s a little bit. And this is when they started to really give us good horror movies. Because we had Bride of Chucky, we had Blade, we had The Frosty, Halloween Show. We just had so many cool movies for Halloween for 1998. But overall, I feel pretty good with putting 1998 as my first place. I feel pretty good about it. I felt like it was the best year for horror. Again, only because we had Chucky, we had just so many iconic movies that are still iconic and rewatchable to this day. Some of these movies I even catch myself rewatching. But that is it for my ranking video, you guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed all the horror years that I ranked. I just honestly just feel like 1998 will always be an iconic year for horror, and I feel like that was the best year for horror in that time period. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more YouTube videos, for more horror ranking videos, or more horror videos in general. And I will see you guys on the next one.